Slainte and welcome to another episode of the Crafty Beer channel. Well, what's going on? I'm outside. It's night time. I've got my lights on. We'll see what it looks like. Just doing a bit of an experiment, I think. Look, today was the second of 3 40 degrees days that we're going to get. And, I thought to myself, I'll wait until it's night time. We'll see what the temperature's like. We'll go outside. During the day, as you know in other videos, it's birds squawking everywhere. And I thought, they're not going to be out at night. They're tucked up in bed after a hot day outside. And what is it now? Mosquitoes everywhere. I don't have the protection up here, do I? So let's see how we go. We'll see if I don't get eaten alive here while I'm out doing the video. But anyway, enough jibber jabber. This is another crafty quickie. I don't have my stopwatch with me. I forgot it, but that's okay. We're going to do it as quick as I can. We'll know by the amount of bites I get as to how quick I was. Anyway, today, what is it? Well, I've done a few videos on Coopers. I do like my Coopers. I do like it. Apparently too much. But I was thinking the other day, I can't remember the last time I've tried this beer. And I was in a place that I'm not allowed to name. Begins with A, and it's, a German fantastic place that gives me some great beers. Anyway, was in there. They had this beer on sale, and it's it says special edition. Now, I don't know why special edition. Maybe the size of the can, you can see it's 440 mils. So maybe that's what it is, but which is an awkward size. That doesn't fit in my glasses. But anyway, I thought to myself, let's give that a go. I'm always going on about the green label. Let's get the red label out. Now, before I do jump into it, I did note on the can here, I'm pretty sure I saw it. I'm going to lift my glasses. I'm not going to lie. I'm never going to get the glasses that lets me read. So that's just how it is. Can fermented. There you go. See if you can see it on there. Yeah. So it does say, it was one question that I had when I did the bottle, that, they're fermented, bottle fermented, but are they can fermented? Well, they are. There you go. So anyway, without any more ado, let's crack into this boy. So this is the sparkling ale. What's the difference? Who knows? Because I thought the green label was quite sparkling, so we shall see. There goes one of the mosquitoes now. Take that. So let's see. Right, well, he's definitely gassy. I'll tell you what. On pour, except for the head's gone a bit wild. But look at the carbonation there. Now, if you have watched any of my previous videos, you will, especially on the Coopers, look at the carbonation. It's going wild. So that is obviously a thing of Coopers. I always think when I see something like that, it's going to be too gassy. It's just going to leave me so burpy. But look, the head on it, that's a good indicator that there's a lot of carbonation in this boy. But let's have a whiff. Look, I don't have a Cooper's Green sitting beside me, but again, is there much difference? I don't know. At this moment in time, I'm saying that looks like the green. Carbonation's like the green. It's got a head on it there. I'm trying to let this head die down a wee bit so I can drink it, but it doesn't seem a lot of difference. Let's see if you can see it. It looks the same, doesn't it? Yeah, anyway, whatever. Let's get into it. It smells the same. It doesn't quite taste the same. All right, do we have any telltale signs here? So this here, right. Cooper's is renowned for its expertise in top fermentation and natural can conditioning. This process gives the iconic red label sparkling ale a cloudy appearance and a fruity and floral aroma. It disappears very quick. Generous use of malt and hops deliver a delicious malty palate and a well-balanced after bitterness. Yeah, there is a little bit of bitterness, actually. I will give it that. Like, definitely on the green label, you're not getting any bitterness. But I would say, and it is quite cloudy, certainly. We'll hold it up in the light there and have a look. Yeah, it is. But I'm giving it a wee shake there to see if we can get any of that. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's a bucket of sediment just went in that there. I tell you what, that's a cloudy boy now. Jeez, you can't even see the carbonation going. That's wild. Okay, there you go. Right, well, let's get these boys back down so I can see the main bit. Okay, it's still keeping that head. That's a fair amount of carbonation. It's keeping that big strong head on it. But hopefully you saw in that pour there was some amount of sediment came out there. I'm bordering on saying that's overcarbonated. Like, there is a lot of carbonation in that. I've probably said that about 400 times so far, so you know it is true. But it's not bad. Yeah, it is slightly different. It does actually taste a little bit different, but than the green label. I mean, that's got to be another video now. I've got to sit down with the green label and the red label and directly compare and see what I think. I would say the only difference that I would have out of that there really is it's probably not quite as smooth as the green label, and there's probably a little bit of bitterness in it, just a little bit at the back of the throat there. But other than that, not a hell of a lot of difference. Probably not enough to justify two different cans. Let's have another taste here. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. That's very enjoyable. I would say the only time that I drank that here in Australia, I think I was in the country about a year or two, and I was out with this girl, who's one of my workmates, and she went to the bar, and I said, get me a Cooper's. Now, at that time, a Cooper's was a green label. I didn't know there was another one. She came back with this. I lost it. She cried. I'm very particular about my beers. I would like to think that if anything, my taste buds have matured, if not my mind, since that time. But this is quite enjoyable. So you know who you are. I apologise for making you cry all those years ago. This isn't a bad beer. Yeah, there you go. We'll leave it at that. Not a lot to say. That's quite it's actually a very nice beer. So if you haven't tried it before, by all means get into it. And that place that I will not name was excuse me, selling a 4-pack of 440 cans for I think it was $15 or something like that there. So you couldn't argue with that deal. Oh, I never looked at the percentage. Oh, there you go. Percentage is 5.8. I wonder, is that your normal percentage? Ooh, that is way stronger. I'll tell you what, it hides that percentage quite well. The Cooper's, I think, is 4.8, the green label, so that's a big difference. So yeah, okay, I'll give it that. Highly carbonated, very drinkable. I'm going to chuck it in the pale ales, and I'm going to give it a rating of, yeah, he comes in at a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 Dinos there. That's a good beer. I'm happy with that. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's leave it at that. As always, put a comment in there. Have you tried it? This is one of your favorites. Australians do love their classics. Is this one of yours, or you just don't like it? It's not for you. Put a few comments in there. Let's get a bit of a chat going. Let's get a bit of feedback on it. What do you think as well between this and the green? Would you prefer them, or is there much of a difference? I don't know. I don't see a lot of difference, but that's a big difference in the percentage on it. Like, subscribe, keep an eye out for future videos, and yeah, we're going to leave it there. Okay, Slainte, and Slan, and I better get away from these mosquitoes.